Last episode for now?
Last episode for now. That's crazy. Let's do it.
Oh my goodness.
Let's make it happen.
All right. Introduction to Finality, Season 3 finale.
Yay, the end is near. Bye, goodbye. Anyway, continue.
Okay. I think so. Okay, good.
Cellular mitosis is what?
I miss Troy.
Wrong, and stop guessing that. Annie.
I'm worried about Abed. He hasn't left the apartment since Troy moved out. He won't even play in the Dreamatorium. Sorry, not play. Render imaginated dreamscapes.
Guys,
That's fair.
we just finished retaking biology all summer, and if I don't pass this final, it was for nothing. Can we stay on target?
Did someone say sexy construction worker?
Yes.
Stay on target.
I'm dressed like this because I'm building to big news. Subway has officially ended its agreement with Green Day.
Woo!
The restaurant I've chosen to occupy the cafeteria kiosk is Shirley Sandwiches!
Yay.
I just need...
It's summer. I don't know like what point in summer it is. Because I would assume like summer class like lasts till the end of the summer, but like it
Right.
kind of seems like this might not be the end of the summer.
Well, there's always summer 1, summer 2.
Oh, that's true.
Depends. It depends. Oh, well, Greendale's different, so it depends.
So we're gonna assume that's like midsummer, but like we're finished up biology.
Yeah.
So we're about to do our final.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jeff is like the one who just because obviously he just wants to get this done and get out of here. So like,
Yeah.
he's the one who's like focused on like let's study
Right.
and do the final.
Mhm.
But everybody else focused on other stuff, mainly that they miss Troy because he's in the AC or parent school. And then we're about Abed because he really hasn't like done much because he's
Yeah.
like, depressed, which like sad.
It's sad.
And then the dean comes around in like a sexy construction worker outfit,
Yep.
and he says, "So Subway left the Greendale, hooray!"
Hooray.
And they're going to open up Shirley sandwiches.
Huzzah.
Huzzah!
We love it.
One of you to sign this as the official owner of the business.
Well, we should both sign it. We're 50-50 partners.
But there's only one dotted line on the form, so...
You can make a new form.
Hey,
Hey!
I paid for it.
Well, there'd be no it to pay for if I hadn't done all the work.
My goodness, this molehill is becoming a mountain. You guys work it out while I put together an alpine costume.
I know eventually you'd try to box me out of my own business, just like Hawthorne Wipes did.
I'm not letting you guilt me into letting you call yourself the owner of my company.
Jeff, hello, get involved.
No,
Do lawyer
I
things.
am here.
So then
See
the
it.
dean of the contract basically saying, "I need one of you to sign," because obviously we mentioned that like Shirley's the one who came up with the idea and is like gonna like probably run the business, but Pierce is the money.
Yeah, he's financer.
So we basically like, okay, I need one of you to sign on the dotted line
Mhm.
as like the owner.
Yeah.
And then Shirley's like, "Well, we could both sign it," but then the dean's like, "But there's one line."
Okay, make space.
Yeah, make it another form.
Add another line. Yeah, yeah.
Or we could do other stuff.
Or we could be petty about it.
Right. So then Pierce's like, "I'm gonna sign it," and
Yeah.
then Shirley and him keep like are arguing,
Mm-hmm.
and then Annie's like, "Jeff, do something," and Jeff's like, "No."
He's like, I got stuff I would prefer to do instead.
Yeah.
To replace my fake bachelor's so I can get back to my life as a lawyer. Nobody else is sacrificing their interests. Don't ask me to sacrifice mine.
That's you just now.
Yeah.
Okay, so name the stages of mitosis.
Ooh, I gotta go.
Today is Abed's first therapy session.
Is what?
He's been feeling extra vulnerable lately, having lost Troy to the air conditioning repair school, so he's finally gonna let me practice my
Oh,
sex
no. Oh,
skills
honey.
on him. Give me some credit, Winger. What's
It'll be
supposed to
fine.
happen?
Classic tee-up.
Shut up, Leonard. I know about your crooked wang.
No such thing as bad press.
Then Annie upset leaves,
Mm-hmm.
and then Britta leaves because Abed's gonna let her therapize him. Which
Yes.
go to a real therapist.
Go to a licensed therapist,
Yeah.
please. Thank you.
Not a first year therapist student
Yeah.
or Britta.
Or
So then, but like Abed is at his apartment. He's a bit nervous
Mm-hmm.
about it, but he's like, "I'm gonna do this."
Hey, Abed.
huh? Uh-oh. I knew this was coming.
See, it's fine.
Yep.
This can't be good.
And then evil Abed appears.
Yay.
Fine.
Well, at some point he's going to have to come back, so here we are at the finale.
There are those who ask, why connect the capillary tube directly to the compressor valve? Oh, sure, why not just attach it to the moisture accumulator? Hey, Troy, we boring you?
I miss my friends.
He misses his friends.
Aww.
Mr. Barnes, gather your things and come with me. Now! The sun chamber. A shameful relic from a savage chapter of our history.
And then we cut to the air conditioning repairman school annex where Troy's in a class and he's like clearly doesn't care and everybody else is like indoctrinated in his cult.
Yeah.
And then John Goodman comes up and is like, asks Troy to come with him and he shows him the sunroom.
Yes.
Repairmen would duel each other inside, losers succumbing to heat exhaustion. Or worse. Troy, there is a prophecy.
I miss Hobbit so much.
I'm ashamed to confess that I once thought that this might be me. Now I realize that it's you. You are the true repairman, Troy.
Wow.
You fix
There's only
not
one?
only air conditioners, but the men who fix them.
It's a trade school. It's a 2-year degree in boxes that make rooms cold.
Sun chamber.
Sun chamber where there is a thing
sun
that so air conditioning repairman school people would go in there and duel to the death basically. So they need a fix and then they need to fix an air conditioning system.
Yeah.
And those who failed would die of heat exhaustion.
Yeah. So take it. Get him.
And John Goodman's very much like saying like, here's this. And then he's like, there's a prophecy.
Yeah.
And Troy's like, I want to go home.
He like doesn't care. He's like, all right, cool, great, just get on.
But John Goodman's like, I think you, Troy, are the truest repairman.
The truest repairman.
Yeah.
He's very good at repairing things.
I don't know why, but that always makes me think of like all that with repairman, man.
That was me! I'm repairman, man.
You're a repairman?
I'm the repairman. I can fix anything.
Can you fix the roof he just crashed through?
No.
Oh yeah, throwback. Repairman, man.
And then Troy's like, it's a trade school. Mm-hmm. Which, like, obviously, I think that's important, but also not this important.
Right. Like, relax. Like, stop taking it so seriously. Why are they so weird about it?
There's been a flow duct rupture in quadrant 4.
I'll handle it. This is your destiny, Mr. Barnes. The true repairman will repair man.
Word.
Questions?
So many.
Abed. I'm not talking to you because I'm not crazy. Think of it as inner dialogue. I'm reading the novelization of Chronicles of Riddick. Can you honestly tell me that's a saner decision? You're worried you'll go crazy without Troy. That's why you're gonna let Britta fix you, right? Because you think you're broken, you're gonna get diagnosed by someone who said her favorite superhero was X-Man.
Don't think about it.
We don't know.
And then Murray comes in and says that there's something messed up, and John Goodman says, "We'll go fix it." And then Abed's trying to ignore evil Abed.
Yeah.
But evil Abed's like, no, you're not gonna ignore me.
Yeah.
Because Troy's gone, so we're getting into the darkest timeline now.
I'm a little scared. Things are bad. When the world gets bad enough, Abed, the good go crazy. But the smart, they go bad. Come on in here, let's talk about it. I think it's safer if I talk to Britta. I think it's even safer if I talk to her first.
Hello.
Are you here to help me with biology or get me to help you?
Biology.
Are you lying? Hard to break the word yes into lilting syllables, huh?
Yes.
Right, his whole goal is to bring about the darkest time.
And Britta's not going to help you, but let me talk to Britta.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not.
That sounds like a great idea. Yeah.
Does it?
No, it's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Then Shirley finds Jeff in the library studying and asks him for help.
Pierce and I are so close to getting the sandwich shop going. I just need you to help.
Got one piece of free advice. Let Pierce cool down. You know how crazy and paranoid he can get.
Aha! Crazy, paranoid, impotent?
Cellular.
I knew you'd run to Jeff and turn him against me.
Mitosis.
Guys, why are we yelling?
You sign that paper, I'll sue.
Well, hold on. This will be settled in Greendale Court, 3 p.m. Obviously, Shirley has her counsel, and I get to dress like a judge.
I was born in a courtroom, suited for my own placenta, and won. Now I'm calling my lawyer.
My biology final is at 5.
I'm available from 3 to 4. I'll see you in court.
With this, and Jeff really doesn't want to help, but then also Pierce is hiding behind like a cardboard bookcase.
It's really funny.
He basically says like Pierce said he'll sue if he doesn't get to sign a contract.
Yeah.
And then the dean's like, well, let's do a court thing.
Yeah.
I can dress up.
Greendale Court.
Yay.
I can be a judge.
He can be a judge and show their their representation. So Pierce, you find somewhere good.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jeff's like, all right, from 3 to 4, I'll help you.
Mm-hmm.
So yay! Court?
Yeah.
Ready to get therapized? Abed?
Fine?
Hello, Britta.
Evil Abed. Timeline darkness 2%. Oh, that's funny.
What's going on?
Vice Dean Laybourne was repairing a flow duct rupture, and he inhaled a lethal dose of Freon.
Oh my god. He died?
He did.
Damn, we just killed him. Why did so many people died this season?
2.
Yeah, still.
In the apartment, Britta arrives and gets to talk to Evil Abed in the dreamatorium.
Mm-hmm.
He's wearing a fake beard.
It is really funny that because I clocked the change, right? Because it was like Evil Abed, like the entity of Evil Abed has like he got a real beard, but obviously when it's like the quote unquote real world, it's like it signals by the fake, like cut out of felt with the fake beard. So it's good.
Yeah,
it's funny.
And then we cut to the air conditioner repairman school, and John Goodman's dead.
Yeah, John Goodman just died. Jesus.
Well, he didn't just die. He was fixing something, and then he inhaled some stuff, and then he died. Yeah. Also, apparently, the AC repairman school has a priest.
Yeah, why not?
But John Goodman's dead. Well, not in real life. He's fine.
Yeah, John Goodman's good. We hope he's having a great day right now. But his character on Community died.
You upset?
I was just like, oh, I just felt like we've had a lot of death this season, and it's been a lot for me.
We had him, and then I guess Pierce's father.
Yes.
Who, meh. Did we care about?
We didn't really like him.
He was a bit
but he still
died.
He
was a little bit racist.
Yeah. Just a little.
Everyone's a little bit racist sometimes.
Ooh.
No?
Yeah, Avenue Q.
Okay, thank you. I didn't know if you knew that.
I know Avenue Q.
Pam the Yam.
Pam the Yam. Rip Pam. Rip Yam.
Starburns,
maybe, probably.
We'll get to
or
it
not. We'll figure it out.
So yeah, that happened, and then.
Okay, so my
3? When did Pearson's father die?
Oh yeah, 3. But did we care that much about him?
Still, it's a body count.
That's the winger, Darren.
Is that the cold-blooded former?
No.
Remember?
Oh no.
So is this a conflict of interest? You know, Alan working at your former firm and all?
Hey, Pierce just did you the biggest favor of your life. He hired the guy I spent the last 2 years fantasizing about stabbing in the Sundance.
I know.
That happened, and then we go to the courtroom thing, and it's like actually like and then there's like a jury and everything, and then we find out that Pierce's lawyer is Alan Rod Cordry from season 2.
Yes.
Who worked at Jeff's firm.
Yeah.
And it was the one who also like got who let the board know that Jeff's license.
Yeah, that is what was it? The bar.
The bar exam, like all that stuff was fake.
Yeah.
Remember? Were you surprised to see him? Because it sounded like you were.
I was just like, oh, okay, that guy came back. I just wasn't expecting to see him, but it makes sense that he came back.
But then Jeff's like, I can handle him. He's fine. Because like he got to see him like kind of like a wuss.
Yeah.
So, the case of the sandwich signature.
What are you doing here? Me, I have to, but you?
Hawthorne's a cash cow. And old Akon here is tugging at that teat.
Yeah?
It's money.
Please stop that.
So, full disclosure, the firm would really like to keep vitamin P in its medicine chest.
Full disclosure, I really want to be done by 4.
That's the Jeff Wing basket I remember loving.
Hey, just go easy on Shirley.
Scout's honor, Sinead O'Connor.
Oh, yeah.
And then Jeff's like, look, I just want to get out of here by 4, so like let's just wrap this up quickly.
Right. You say your name is Evil Abed, which does not throw me because I'm a therapist. So let's talk about evil. You know what? Maybe I should talk to Good Abed instead.
Where I come from, his name is Lame Abed.
And you come from...
The darkest timeline. You might call it the Britta of timelines, where everything is the worst. Jeff has one arm there. Annie shot Pierce. Troy can't speak.
Now we're getting somewhere. I think lame Abed sent you to talk because you're more equipped to deal with fear.
And then we get to the therapy session with Evil Abed and Britta, and like Britta's like trying to work it, but then I'm just saying a bunch of mean stuff.
That's the lame way of seeing it, yes. Here's the truth. I've crossed into your dark timeline, and now I'm going to darken it.
How?
Tell me about your parents, Britta.
No.
What was he wearing?
He was dressed as a dinosaur.
Is that why he dropped out of high school?
I don't know.
Are those even real glasses?
No.
Do you feel that, Britta? Your timeline's 10% darker now.
This was 10%.
Do you know what kind of person becomes a psychologist, Britta? A person that wishes deep down that everyone more special than them was sick, because healthy sounds so much more exciting than boring. You're average, Britta Perry. You're every kid on the playground that didn't get picked on. You're a business casual potted plant, a human white sail. You're VH1, RoboCop 2, and Back to the Future 3. You're the center slice of a square cheese pizza. Actually, that sounds delicious. I'm the center slice of a square cheese pizza. You're Jim Belushi.
Not Jim Belushi. Yeah, Abed is really leaning into the evil thing, and he is just not giving it up.
And he's like basically saying like all like Britta stuff up, and then apparently like she's in the session, like she's the client.
Yeah.
And then like says something about a dinosaur and saying like basically just making her like feel bad about herself and like life in general, saying you only want to be a therapist because like you want to feel more like not as average as you are. You basically saying like you're an average person. You were like
right.
You didn't get bullied. Nobody cared about you. You're meh.
Right.
You're Coldplay.
Yeah. Damn. Hit hard.
Dead. But Abed did too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Evil Abed. Let's be fair.
Evil Abed.
12%.
Where are you going?
To make this timeline the darkest of all.
Oh,
Starting
no?
with your lame hero, Jeff Winger. I don't suppose lame Abed owns a bone saw.
Nothing?
Nice.
And then he decides that he needs to go make the darkest timeline, and the best answer to do that is to cut Jeff's arm off.
Yeah, he's gonna like force the hand, and so if he like puts that in place, just force it into being the darkest timeline. So it's like
we need a bone
the percentage is ramping up. Yeah. The obvious sane answer is just go get a bone saw and just chop somebody's arm off.
Or we could kill Pierce.
That too.
Although, but then Annie has to not save him.
Right.
And then Joanna gets Shirley into a drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And then cut Jeff's arm off and get Britta blue hair straight. And then Troy's gone. Maybe it's a different darkest timeline.
A new darkest timeline. New and improved. Very improved.
Like 2020.
Yeah. That was fun.
Was it? Your germophobia was fine then.
Yeah, it was great.
I was like, keep doing like Troy did in that clip episode. And then you're not so so then we go back to the air conditioning repairman school.
Barnes, you should be in the chapel. We lost a great man today.
Yeah, he was the best, wasn't he? That's why I don't understand how he could rupture a Freon line. It's kind of a rookie mistake.
I'm sure it was just a faulty valve. My first order is Vicedine. I'm going to have them all replaced.
So you're Vicedine now?
Why the sudden interest in air conditioning repair? I thought you missed your friends.
I do.
Then go be with them. I'm releasing you.
But you...
Goodbye, Troy.
So dramatic.
Troy's like a bit like confused about how John Goodman's character died, and he's like asking questions.
Mm-hmm.
And then Murray says like that he's Vicedine now.
Yeah.
And that he's gonna release her from his from his bid to work to be at the school so he can like go do what he wants.
Right.
But I think Troy's so concerned about what happened, and he thinks like that was a rookie mistake.
Yeah. He knows enough to know there's something fishy about that.
Yes.
The Honorable Craig Pelton presiding.
Is he honorable?
First off, there's one decision I'll need your help making. Judging Amy or Judge Judy?
Ms. Edison, do you recognize the baby in that picture?
That's Shirley's baby, Ben.
Would you think less of Shirley Bennett if she offered to sell Ben on Craigslist for a chance to bump it with Denzel?
That was a joke for my cousin. Damn those Facebook privacy settings. Should do something.
He's got nothing.
I'm sure she didn't mean that.
Or perhaps She doesn't even love that baby because she spent most of last year not even knowing who the father is.
Objection.
Establishing character, Your Honor. This woman is clearly unfit to own a sandwich shop.
Alan, come on.
No furths.
We go back to the courthouse, and Annie's on the stand, and then Alan starts like, because he says he's gonna go easy on Shirley, but he doesn't,
right?
Because he brings up a thing that a text that Shirley sent to her cousin about saying she'd sell her baby for a chance with Denzel. Which, like, my question is, I guess
that's a reasonable text, though.
It's a reasonable text, but also my question is, I know it's a fake court, but like, how did he get that text message?
Mm-hmm.
Or no, it's a Craigslist posting.
It was a Facebook. It's a Facebook something. So it's assumed that Shirley sent a message that she thought was private to somebody, but it was public in the same way that in the way that Facebook is.
Because I was about to say, like, I don't like if you got a private message, I don't think that would be legal.
No, she says curse those Facebook privacy settings. So it's implied that she doesn't know how to work Facebook.
And then also brings up that, like, didn't, like, Shirley not know who the father of that baby was for a whole year? And we're like,
deep cut. Deep cut.
Yes.
Deep cut.
But, like, it's fine. It's fine. So basically saying, like, she's an unfit mother and therefore is not able to own a sandwich shop.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about therapy session stuff. And then we get to...
So,
of the 5 winds, east, west, north, the one we keep secret, and south, I hereby proclaim you.
The ceremony is a lie, and having a special room for it is a waste of valuable floor space.
Fair? You are no longer a student here, and we use this room for yoga on weekends. Remove him.
I am the truest repairman. And this man is a dishonor.
I guess, like, the anointing of Murray as the Vice Dean.
Yes.
In the name of the 5 winds.
The north,
south,
the east, the south, yes, the east, the secret one.
The secret one.
That we don't tell you about.
And then Troy's like, no, this isn't right. So basically, he says that, like, no, this isn't right. Like something's up. I want to fight. I'm the truest repairman. I'm going to fight this guy in the sun chamber.
Yeah.
To making air conditioners worse. You have the right to challenge him. In the sun chamber.
Yes.
Holy crap.
And then Jeff is interrogating Pierce for the court.
Yeah.
Pierce, you're seeking full ownership of Shirley's sandwiches. After all, you did provide 100% of the financing.
Correct.
You really did? Oh, damn it. Jeez, I came to this thing unprepared. I mean, I guess it's my job to somehow tarnish you in the eyes of the court, but let me check my notes.
Take your time.
Thanks. Hey, while I'm doing this, does anybody know any funny jokes?
I do. An Irish and a Jew walk into a Chinese laundry with a gay duck.
So you're telling me you're not good at basketball?
I have no questions, Your Honor.
Yay! And says, and it's kind of like being like not looking like he knows what he's doing, because he's like, oh, like, you did give 100%? Like, oh my God, I didn't know that. Let me, I gotta figure this out again. Let me look my notes. While I'm doing that, does anybody know any jokes?
And then Pierce pulls a Pierce. And he tells some jokes.
Yes.
That are questionable in nature.
Yes, and then we go to the sun chamber.
I hope you brought your popsicles, because it's about to get scalding hot in the sun chamber. You already know the rules, because there aren't any.
Who's that?
Jeez, Dennis, are you on coke? Take that crap off.
Is that one guy from the thing?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Of course there are rules. 2 men are sealed in the chamber, each with a broken unit. The heat will increase until one man yields or dies. Begin!
Yeah! And there's like this one guy like in a robe.
Yeah.
Who was? I forget.
They look like a guy. I don't know if it was a guy.
Oh, that's not what I wanted. He looks like a guy. He might just be a guy.
He might just be a guy.
Oh, it's the guy from Screen Junkies.
Oh.
That guy. I haven't watched Screen Junkies in a while though.
Yeah.
That's like, I think I might have gotten annoyed with them at a point.
That makes sense. That's fair.
It's like, you know, those people, like, and I kind of compare like some people like Channel also with this as well, where like they have an opinion and then they think that their opinion is correct.
Yeah.
and then they make you feel bad because you don't agree with them.
Mm-hmm.
And even sometimes it's not purposeful, but like they have that thing of like, I'm clearly the smarter one here.
Yeah.
When like that's not how opinions work.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, you like it's fine.
Right. Just yeah.
We have like a sunroom thing, and he's going over the top with it.
Mm-hmm.
But then another guy's like, no.
Right. Like, you on cocaine?
Yeah, so basically the way the sun chamber works is that
Yeah.
two people enter into different chambers, and there's an air conditioning system that's busted.
Yeah.
And then there's like a temperature thing in each chamber, and then it's gonna keep going up and up and up while you fix the system.
Right.
And then basically both people need to fix the system, and then the temperature go down.
Mm-hmm.
So as they're doing this, like Murray's like going actually trying to fix it and stuff, and then George is kind of like.
Yep, he's taking his time. He's just observing.
And then back to the
fake OT is so funny. Aw.
How do you pump that with a cigarette?
How's the heat?
In the name
First, the evil Abed first trying to get to the courtroom, and he's like walking and doing a bunch of evil stuff.
Yeah.
Hanging up a phone call, popping a balloon.
Yay.
Putting a cigarette in somebody's drink.
That's not very nice.
Rude.
That's evil.
And then he goes to the courtroom and gets has a saw thing.
Yeah.
And plugs it in and is about to go cut off.
Just in time for Jeff's closing statement.
Who cares? Everything is terrible.
Oh no, have you been watching Dance Moms again?
That's the appropriate response to watching Dance Moms, I feel like.
Evil Abed, what are you doing? I'm going to cut off Jeff Winger's arm.
Good idea.
What?
Don't you mean dark? Welcome to my world.
Oh no!
Psst, Jeff! Winger!
Jeffrey's arm, but then it's like.
But it's only like the extensions is like only a couple feet long.
And he's like, Jeff! Britta comes in also, like, she's really upset about everything that happened.
Yeah, she's having a bad time.
And then Alan is talking to Jeff about like this whole situation because like they basically the only reason Alan's working so hard is because he wants to keep Pierce on the docket.
Yeah,
because money.
Your list and honor. Can I call a recess?
Ooh,
Mock
yay,
justice
costume
girl.
change. Court briefly adjourned.
What are you trying to do, Winger? Zealously represent your client?
Let me make things a little easier for you. Figure out a way to throw this case, or figure out where you're gonna work when you get out of here, because I don't know where it's gonna be if it's not for us. That's right, Jeff. I went there. You drove me there. Miss Daisy's in the house. Thanks for the ride. Sorry about slavery.
Oh my god.
Alan, you're partner because I sold you to Ted. Ted respects me.
Ted's gone. He got too old. Couldn't swim with the sharks and got eaten.
That makes no sense. He started the firm. You can't lose your own firm.
You can if you're dead. That shark thing was not a metaphor. I'm the big dog now. So, you want the last 3 years in this toilet to have a point? Then I'm the guy you gotta make happy. Or, you know, you can finish up.
Is there no other law firms in Colorado?
Right.
And then Jeff's like, can we just like conclude this isn't a big deal? And then Alan's like also like if you need to throw this case or else like you're not gonna be able to work at this law firm.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jeff's like, what are you talking about? Like the guy, I think it was a Drew Carey character.
Yeah.
In season 2 like likes him, so like why wouldn't you let him work there?
Right.
And then Alan's like, well, he's dead, so.
Yeah. But you got eaten by a shark or something.
Another person dead?
Yeah, somebody else who died. Jeez, oh my god. Too many people dying this season.
And then, so then Alan's like, I'm in charge now, so basically, if you don't do this, and you're not gonna be able to work for any, like, us, and then where are you gonna go? And I'm like, another law firm?
Right.
He could become a prosecutor if he wanted to. I know they make less money, but, like, it's something.
Yeah.
And so then as the sunroom thing's going on, and then Troy basically he's
nice.
standing there, but then he fixes it really quickly, and then it's good. And then the other one's having trouble, and the temperature keeps going up. It gets to like, and like the 140s at one point.
Yeah.
Which like dead.
Guys like me will tell you there's no right or wrong. There's no real truths.
kill you. I'll kill you just like I killed him.
And as long as we all believe that,
Moida.
guys like me can never lose.
Was that out loud?
Well, but
Because the
much murder
truth
around here.
is,
Pam.
I'm lying when I say there is no truth.
And then Murray says, like, I'll kill you like I killed him. And then we're like, oh,
Gasp.
it was
That was
Moida.
a very easy admission of guilt. Oh my god, it was a Moida.
It was Moida, Scooby-Doo.
I would have known this.
Everybody. And then, so that happens. And then meanwhile, like, the temperature's just, like, staying, like, he keeps going up. And then that whole thing.
This is a terrible situation for me to have put you in. A guy like Alan isn't above making trouble for you at your old firm.
Surely,
It's not worth your career. I want you to have what you want.
Aww.
Thank you, Shirley.
Settle down. Okay, Jeffrey, let's have your closing statement.
Your Honor, I have no closing statement because I'm throwing the case.
And then Jeff talks to Shirley, and then because Shirley learned about the threat that Alan made.
Yeah.
And Shirley's like, you can throw the case for me. It's okay.
Yeah. Shirley's a good person.
Yes. And then as Jeff is saying his closing arguments, also, Evil Abed finds an extension cord.
Mm-hmm.
And as, like, he's doing his stuff, Normal Abed's trying to be like, don't do this, dude.
Right.
So Jeff is doing his closing arguments, and he's talking about selflessness.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's okay. It's fine. Don't worry. My client, Shirley Bennett, my friend of 3
There we
years.
go.
She told me
Extension cord.
She said, what I want was more important. She's right. Right? The truth is, the pathetically, stupidly, inconveniently obvious truth is, helping only ourselves is bad, and helping each other is good. Now, I just wanted to get out of here, pass biology, and be a lawyer again instead of helping Shirley. That was bad.
And helping others, and then he realizes that, like, Shirley is, like, the better person because, like, even though she wanted the job, she was willing to, like, give it up to help a friend.
Yeah.
Basically, we get, like, a work association, like, we should help other people. I was like, what's the point in anything?
And my former colleague wanted so badly to keep his rich client that he just asked me to roll over in exchange for my old job. So, I guess we all walked in here pretty bad. But now, Shirley's gone good. Shirley's helping me. It's that easy. You just stop thinking about what's good for you and start thinking about what's good for someone else.
Ghosty!
And you can change the whole game with one move.
Aw.
Nice.
And then as we're doing that, we kind of, like Evil Abed kind of, like, his whole persona kind of switches over.
Yeah, like, regular, like, good Abed takes over.
Now, if you like this idea, you can make it true by doing something good for everyone here. Throw this case out of court. It's dumb.
Yes?
That is all.
I withdraw my case. Why didn't you just do some inspirational speech about friendship? You're fired.
Yeah.
Nice.
We did it!
Yay!
Way to go, soft serve. You're finished. By the way, I never got a chance to tell you this, but it was me who turned you into the state bar.
What? Shocker.
I know.
Wow.
And I never got a chance to thank you.
This place has made you so gay.
Hey, don't use gay as a derogatory term. Oh, yeah, good person.
Gentlemen, take this man to the...
Poops the other guy.
Because saying, like, it's okay, like, yes, like, the bad stuff happens, but we shouldn't, like, go to the dark side, just, like, be helpful and like, be happy.
Mm-hmm.
And then as that's happening, basically Murray's kind of dying of heat stroke.
Yeah. We almost have another fatality.
But we don't, because then Troy does the right thing and fixes the system through his thing, so we're fine.
Yay.
And then they get Murray out, and they're like, take him to the labyrinth of whatever.
The infinite labyrinth of eternal ice.
Yeah!
No! Take him to the police.
Police?
He murdered someone.
He did.
Take him to jail. You guys are weird.
They're so weird.
Jeff, that was great. You were like a white Blair Underwood.
Shirley, if you're willing, I think we should let Jeff sign the sandwich shop form.
Yeah, you can represent both of us, you know, like our attorney.
Aw,
Aw.
Pierce, you had your first good idea.
Thank you.
Britta, I'm so sorry.
It doesn't matter, Abed. I should have never played therapist with you. I'll change my major just one more time.
But you can't. You cured me. I mean, I'm not cured. I'm willing to admit I definitely need therapy. You're the only kind of shrink I could ever trust. The kind with as little control over my mind as me.
Aww. Right, some kind of like weird, some kind of punishment instead of like, you know, the authorities.
Yes. And then
weird
Troy's
cult.
like, no, take him to the police.
Yes.
He murdered somebody.
Right.
He needs to go to jail.
Right. So weird.
Fair. And then, Jeff doesn't really throw the case because at that point, Pierce is kind of like, "What come you couldn't do that to Alan?" Basically, like, "I withdraw my claim, yada, yada, yada."
Yeah.
And then Alan's like, "By the way, Jeff, I'm the one who, like, turned you in." And we're like, "Yeah, we knew.
We got you. Yeah, he's the one who got you disbarred." And they're like, "Yeah, we all know that."
Also, thank you, because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be who I am today.
Yeah. So sometimes the shitty things in life lead us to good things.
And then Alan uses the term gay as a slur.
Mm-hmm.
And then Pierce is like, "Hey, don't do it. That's not right." And then we're like, he learns!
He's learning slowly. Slowly but surely.
Yay!
Yes.
I mean, compared to, like, season 1 Pierce, who would, like, do that a bunch.
Yeah.
Progress!
Hurrah!
And then basically everything returns. And we're all meeting up in the hallway, and then Pierce and Shirley basically say, like, "Hey, Jeff, why don't you sign it if you're, like, a lawyer?"
Mm-hmm.
So, like, hooray, teamwork.
Yeah.
And everybody's, like, looking like they're kind of happy, and then Abed apologizes to Britta about the whole thing, and basically saying, like, "I do need to go to therapy." And we're like, yes.
Yay. He's like, "I should probably go to therapy." We're like, "Yes, you should."
And then we see...
Mind if I cut in?
Aww!
Uh-huh.
You're back.
Aww!
Yeah. I made a new rule that the air conditioning repair school has to act like a regular school. I can do that because I'm their messiah.
Cool.
Nice.
I went crazy and I wanted to cut off Jeff's arm.
Thank you so much, buddy.
Aww!
Aww.
So, Jeff, we still best friends?
Nobody's acknowledging it. It's so good. It's really funny.
All right. Cellular mitosis. What is it?
Right, and he's back, and he left the school.
Yay!
And then he goes to hug his one true love, Abed.
Yes. Yeah.
And then explains that, like, hey, like, basically, like, I told the air conditioning repairman school that they can't, like, exclude themselves from the Green Deal. They need to combine that.
They need to work like a normal school.
And I can do this since I'm their messiah.
Yes.
And then he hugs Britta, and he said nobody noticed.
It's the funniest thing. Some of my favorite moments of like the weird whatever is going on with Troy and Britta is that most of the time, like even if it's happening, nobody's really like. Besides that one time where Annie Nick noticed, I feel like sometimes people just ignore them. They're just like, "Oh, okay," and don't really, and just go about their day.
Yeah, and then we kind of get like a montage of like stuff that happens, which like kind of like gets you the idea of like.
Aw.
Yay!
You know it's serious when they
Yay!
when they reprise the theme song. Oh. It's really funny. Do it.
Do it. Yay! I mean,
nice.
Yay! Six seasons in a movie. This like could work at the series finale if they wanted to, but then also like there's some stuff that kind of maybe like has hints for like a fourth season just in case. Like,
right.
Because like I'm assuming that like this show a lot, they weren't sure if they were getting a season.
Right. So they had to wrap things up neatly, but still leave room for other things.
Right. So Shirley gets Shirley sandwiches open. Hooray.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff passes his biology final and also decides to search for his dad.
Yeah.
Yay!
He's finally ready to take the next step on
Dean
that journey.
Spreck plots to take down Greendale, and Chang's looking on, so like we know where Chang is.
Yeah, Chang is in the vents.
Starburns is alive. He faked his death.
Okay, sure.
Well, he was a drug dealer. Makes sense. He wanted to get away from the criminal stuff.
I guess so. Yeah. All right.
But he didn't shave his starburns.
No, he kept the starburns, which is so funny.
And I forgot to mention, I think that was like a reason like why the I forget how to say his full name, like wanted to leave he didn't want to like really be Starburns anymore because like he's not an actor. He's like, I'm not an actor, I'm a writer.
Right, yeah.
Which like that's why they did the whole death thing for like but then Fake says I think just like if they wanted him to come back for a bit.
Yeah.
They take apart the Dreamatorium and then they give Troy the room.
Mm-hmm.
Which for some reason I knew that was happening. I thought it happened earlier, but I guess it didn't. But I kind of feel like that's more for Abed's sake.
Yeah.
Than Troy's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Because it kind of just feels like, oh, like we're doing this because like Abed can't really like live in the dream world anymore. Like I feel like that's like a lot of stuff that he does, and he kind of feels like he needs to like integrate with the real world a bit to like get rid of the Dreamatorium. But he made like a mini Dreamatorium in there, which like I think is fine.
So he still has the space to do it, but it's not overtaking his life anymore.
Yes,
good stuff.
That's good stuff. The end.
The end.
Hello, everybody. I'm Leonard.
Oh, Leonard.
I'm here today to review Let's Potato Chips. $1.79 at Kroger's. Ah, let's get this sucker open. Ah, there we are. Now, I've already had some of these, but let's see. Mmm, crispy.
Thanks for doing the dishes,
Salty, not too greasy. That was shaped like a duck. Well, I guess that's definitely a buy. That's it. Let's Potato Chips are good, and they're a buy.
Yay! We did it!
We did it! Yay!
The end tag is Leonard's YouTube channel where he tries stuff and he's trying potato chips.
Mm-hmm. I love Leonard's YouTube channel. It's so good.
It's like, I like them. And then I love the thing where it's like, and it appears that he has interesting roommates.
Yeah, there's obviously living in the background, but we just felt like Leonard lives such an interesting life that we're just like, okay, sure.
What did we learn today?
What did we learn today? Don't let your demons from the evil timeline take over. That's bad. Keep them at bay, because you know what? Life sucks sometimes, but we just gotta get through it.
Yes.
Gotta deal with it, basically. Don't join a cult. I said it before, but I'll say it again.
Even if you're forced to join the cult,
get out.
Get out.
Don't join a cult. Murder is bad.
Murder is bad.
Don't murder.
Don't murder.
Study is important. If you have a class, study for your exams.
Help out others when you can.
Help out others when you can. It's not all about you. You jerk.
You jerk.
Yeah.
Don't use gay as a slur.
Don't use gay as a slur.
Change is inevitable. Sometimes people need to leave you for a bit, but you just need to learn how to cope with that.
Amen. That's a good one.
Don't therapize your therapist.
Yeah.
Don't take on clients if you're still a student. Especially a first-year student.
Yeah, don't do that.
I think there's a point where technically need to do like internships and stuff, but
right, but that's usually like monitored and observed by a professional. So yeah, be careful. Be wary of your therapist.
Don't cut your friend's arms off.
Yeah, don't cut your friend's arms off. Even if the bone saw is readily available.
Yeah. The end.
Hooray!
Do you want to talk about that? What happened? What'd you think?
Oh boy. I think I kind of addressed it at the end, but it really could work as like a finale if they didn't know they were coming back, and so it's pretty good at making sure it's giving you satisfying ends to wrap up everything. And so yeah, the end felt very satisfying. I was kind of surprised. I didn't know what role the evil Abed coming back was going to take, because that was like hinted at and kind of teased at throughout the season. And it felt like it was brought back as more of like an A-B-ish plot, like it wasn't quite the full A plot, like, oh my god, but it was kind of there. It was happening kind of amongst other things. So I thought it was going to come back and like be kind of bigger, but that's not a bad thing necessarily. I just wasn't sure I was going to come back, and they wrapped it up kind of nicely. They were just like, oh yeah, this guy, it's fine though. I'm like, okay, whatever you say. So yeah, it was pretty solid.
I think it's like kind of like the evil Abed, like, and I think like because we saw him after like he was having that fight with Troy the first time,
yeah,
and I kind of feel like that thing is like keeping him like sort of like in this fantasy world that like when he should be in the real world, and then like Abed kind of like not doing that makes him like grow a bit.
Yeah, that's a really good way to look at that. Where yeah, it's kind of like this temptation of the dark side through not always being as rooted in reality as you should be.
Yeah, I guess I found this finale weird because it kind of feels like a normal episode a bit.
Yeah, it's like, besides the, like, if you take out the last, like, 5 minutes,
It's a normal
it feels like a normal episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really like season 3. Like, there's a lot of good stuff in season 3, but the last few episodes are like, okay. Like, I feel like it's like cruising and not like ramping up. And that's not a bad thing. It's just like, it was like, all right, we got here. All right, let's just ride it.
Yeah, I kind of feel like they did like in a lot. I mean, obviously, like the first season finales, they're like dramatic and like with characters have a sense, and then the second season finales are like paintball.
Yeah.
So like, I think this like also me was like trying something different. Also, like I kind of feeling like they weren't sure where they were gonna go after this.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
like, there's that, and then I guess like for me, like I don't mind like if you do like character finales in a way for like a season.
Yeah.
Because like there is some stuff that like very for like people like realizing that like this is actually a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly Jeff being like.
Yeah,
like I'm actually happy that I'm here because like I like who I am now.
Yeah,
and like progressing and like trying to find his dad.
Yeah.
So, but it's definitely like a weird like finale thing.
Yeah, it is. Right, because
like you kind of like the episode before that felt like more of a finale than this episode did.
But even then, the stakes didn't quite grab me. Maybe going back and rewatching it, like as we go back through again, maybe I'll feel differently. But as like a first reaction, I was like.
Well, it's funny. Like I remember, like when we were rewatching this for this, I thought that the Shang Dynasty stuff was like more part of the storyline.
Okay,
and it was less than I thought it was.
Yeah, but it's still like a big thing.
Yeah,
interesting.
I mean, maybe I thought there was like a couple episodes where like this is happening, and then the Greendale's 7 are out, but like,
no,
it happens. Like I definitely like I watched the finale a couple times. It's like I like the way the characters are interacting with everybody. Mm-hmm. That's fun.
Yeah.
And then, like, I kind of like the way it ends, but then it's kind of like, I don't know, like, I feel like if this was the finale, it'd be able to things of, like, oh, we wish this show could have lasted longer because, like, it wasn't a fully satisfying finale.
Right, yeah. But it's still, like, good, though. Like, again, it was super solid. I'm just like, cool. So, it didn't feel like, there was nothing about it that was disappointing. It was just, like, again, felt like we were just cruising. Like, we kind of cut the gas short a little bit, but we had enough momentum to push us through. And I was okay with that.
Yes.
Yeah, but there wasn't like, I felt like everything was ramped up and the stakes were crazy. I was like, okay, that's what we're doing. But
so what's the courtroom?
There was a courtroom.
Kind of a very like night court-ish, although is there costumes in night court?
I couldn't tell you, but yeah.
Trivia?
Let's do it. Trivia.
Okay. Abed is reading the novelization of the movie The Chronicles of Riddick. Mm-hmm. That's the one with Vin Diesel, right? Mm-hmm. Evil Abed converts Britta to the films RoboCop 2 and Back to the Future 3. Isn't Back to the Future 3 good?
Back to the Future 3?
Yeah.
It's okay.
No, I mean, not as good as the first one, but it's like, people think it's better than the second one.
I'm sure it's a personal opinion, but it's all right.
Actually, I've only seen the first Back to the Future, which I like.
Yeah.
Alan claims that Jeff drove him in to threaten Jeff Chance's position with Hamish, and Hamlin. As if he were Miss Daisy of Driving Miss Daisy.
Yep.
Sorry about the
Sorry.
A slightly modified expert from the USMC's Rifflin Creed popularized by Full Metal Jacket is written on the blackboard in Troy's air conditioning repairman school class, replacing rifle with Lincoln wrench, a fictional tool.
Nice.
2 General Electric air conditioning units are installed inside the sun chamber. This can be considered a meta reference as well. The NBC network currently airing Community is owned by General Electric.
What? I didn't know that.
That's weird.
NBC is owned by GE?
I think that was a whole plot on 30 Rock. I think that was a plot on 30 Rock.
That makes sense. That's such a weird thing.
Jim Belushi gets dissed again, this time by Evil Abed.
Yeah.
Apparently Britta gets depressed when she watches the reality show Dance Moms.
That's fair.
I watched that show for a bit. Because like my friend's a dance teacher, so we watch sometimes, and then I was like, stopped it because I didn't like it.
It does make me sad.
It makes me like feel like that people think that like you can't like put your kids in dance class because like as exploitative as like beauty pageants, like which like as somebody who did dance for many years and even as a little kid, like they're not. I didn't do any competition. I literally like that's like it's like you can take your kids to dance. Like yes, they're gonna just in a costume.
Yeah,
but like it's not for a competition. It's just to have fun.
Right.
So like I think putting your kids in dance class is fine.
Yeah.
And if they want to do like I think like they don't like let little kids do competition. I think like once they get to like their teens, and they can do it if they want to.
Right.
Evil Abed also compares Britta to television network VH1. That's still a channel, right? What's on there?
What is on VH1 these days?
Is it still a music channel like how MTV used to be?
Not these days, no.
Is MTV still on?
MTV's still a thing.
Okay. Jeff starts studying his biology test by reading what mitosis is, but gets interrupted every time, just like in Sabrina the Teenage Witch. In the True Adventures of Ruby Kazoodle episode. Yeah. I don't remember that episode. I haven't watched Sabrina in a while.
It's been a long time since I watched Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
I guess like I don't really like listen to Joan Hart that much anymore, but I still love Sabrina.
Yeah.
She's on a show about a witch, and then like if you look at her political beliefs.
Yes.
And like religious beliefs.
She sounds like she would accuse someone of witchcraft. Anyway.
The nickname Tango for Jeff and Sundance for Alan are referenced in the movie Tango and Cash and Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid.
Yeah.
The interchange between Britta and Ovid and the Dreamatorium is a reference to the dialogue between Jodie Foster and Anthony Hopkins in Silence of the Lambs. Evil Ovid is called back to Aerodynamics of Gender, has Ovid's RoboCop and Terminator inspired HUD first-person perspective.
Nice.
Sunchaper, along with the announcer Dennis, can be interpreted as poking fun at the Thunderdome from Mad Max franchise.
Yeah, okay.
The closing shot of the episode is a white screen with the hashtag 6 scenes in a movie.
Yeah.
Which was phrase used by season 2 episode of Paragons of Human Memory and was later adopted by the community band as a rallying cry during the show's brief hiatus at the beginning of 2012, which was referred to as the darkest timeline. Yay!
Nice.
All right, end of season 3.
End of season 3.
What do you think?
Community. Good stuff. Good season. Yeah. That's all I got to say. I'm gonna need some time to collect my thoughts. Dara.
I feel like thinking about it now when you were watching it, it kind of felt like, so like if you compare it to like season 1 very much felt like the most like normal. And then season 2 kind of felt the most like over the top with like a bunch of stuff. Well, I still love season 2 a lot, but like there was a lot of it was like genre bending episodes.
Yeah.
And this kind of felt like we're balancing it out a bit because like it felt mostly normal with like a few genre bending episodes.
Yeah. I thought it was a good balance.
Yeah. Like, I was like thinking about it, but even like remembering season 2, like a lot of those episodes are actually fairly normal.
Yeah.
But I think there was like more genre bending stuff in season 2 than season 3.
Yeah, but no, I think it balances it really nicely in season 3.
Or there was like a genre bending thing in like an episode, not like, but that wasn't the whole episode. Like I think the ones we had here were like Remedial Chaos Theory, sort of Halloween, Christmas, Pillows and Blankets, Law and Order, there's probably a couple others. I can't think of that.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite like episode or like genre bending episode or normal episode?
Oh man.
And I guess Virtual Analysis System also was like a
little bit. You know what, Dara, that sounds like a great live stream question.
It does.
It does.
I guess I'm thinking like I feel also like I'm thinking about it's like I think like there was more like laugh out moments for you in season 2, but I feel like this season I might have punched you in the gut a couple times.
I got punched, guys. I got punched
in the gut.
Yeah, it hurted.
Like the last time we recorded, we had 2 episodes in a row where you're just kind of like, memories.
Yeah, and the people watching noticed. But yeah,
I was looking at somebody's like, we need to have an honey count, and I'm like,
I thought that was a really good comment. I really appreciated that one. But yeah, I mean, I think right now just reflecting on season 3 and how it ended, good stuff, solid. Should we tell people about the stream?
Oh, okay. So, like we've mentioned this before a bunch of times, and we'll say this here again because Community is like a long series. We're breaking here for now, and then Cailin, who will announce the next show that we're doing.
Woo.
And we're gonna do about half of that, or however that works.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
You'll figure it out.
Time wise, we might be able to fit the whole thing, or it could be half because it's like around the same length of what we just watched.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
figure that out, and then we're gonna jump back into Community season 4.
Yeah.
So usually at the end when we're done a series, we do like a big 2-hour live stream.
Yeah.
And like talk about the whole series, what we thought, yada yada. But because we're splitting it up here, we're gonna do like a shorter live stream.
Yeah.
That probably won't be in person. We'll just do it via like StreamYard thing.
Yeah.
And that'll be for everybody. Like we'll probably make it between. We'll see how long it goes. I don't know if we're planning on 2 hours, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so that's going to be a place where we're going to open up for questions.
Yeah.
So drop your questions. You can either drop them here or email it to us specifically about the first 3 seasons.
Or if you're in the chat, you can put it in the chat.
Yeah, or if you can't be there live, you can send questions ahead of time. If you're going to be there at the stream, you can just drop questions there. But yeah, that's a good time for us to reflect on what we've seen so far, talk about what we're going to do next, and just have a good time. So if you're wondering, why didn't you talk about this? Ask it on the stream.
Yeah, and the date and time for the live stream is right here.
Somewhere. We don't know when it is at this point.
Basically the time when episodes are released.
Yeah, we'll leave that to future us.
Yes. Do we want to do a comic corner and then announce our next show? Or
let's do a comic corner.
Okay.
We're making y'all wait. We're gonna do a comment corner. And it's gonna be a good time.
La la la.
We are going to. All right, folks, it's time for a comment corner, and we're going to do digital exploration of interior design. Woo! Super Duper asks, will they watch episode 20 before episode 17? Was that a thing that we were supposed to do?
What?
It says, will they watch episode 20 before episode 17? Is that where you're supposed to put it? I don't know.
Maybe. That makes...
Which one's which?
20 is the video game episode.
Oh.
17 is Law and Order episode.
So, okay.
I didn't see any evidence. I guess, there might be evidence saying that's where that episode was supposed to go. That kind of... I'd say that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, I'll give it to them. I didn't actually know that. So, the answer is no.
Got it. All right. Dang Schnizzle comments and says, FYI, the Vice Dean hears them talking about Inspector Spacetime in the last episode we saw him, which is how he came up with this plan. That makes sense.
Okay.
CIS says, love the title of this one. It's subtle but funny as hell. And I didn't catch it until you left that comment, and then I absolutely lost my mind. So let's talk about that.
And then you messaged me.
Under PG circumstances. Digital exploration of interior design. So digital, interior design. Oh God, Dara. I said to you, we're keeping it PG.
Oh.
Dude McDudeface says, just in case it went over anyone's head, like mine, the guy asking for his jacket is embarrassed to stand up, as in the evidence of his reaction to the tape would be extremely visible. So
I didn't really realize that. I thought it was just a gag.
I thought it was just a gag about people who are jerks.
We're so innocent.
We are really innocent. We didn't even get the digital exploration of interior design. Boy. Good stuff. Those are comments for that. And the next one is pillows and blankets. Maybe we'll do an extended comment corner on the live stream.
Oh, I think that we were going to do that.
Yeah, we're doing extended comment corner.
Because
we'll have a lot to catch up on.
But usually, once we start a new show, we don't really go back to comments from another show.
Yeah.
So I feel like that the live stream is a good place to finish up the comments.
Yeah, so we'll do that then. So get them in now, folks. CIS says...
Wait, are you on the YouTube app?
Yeah.
How are you playing the thing on the YouTube app?
No, it's not the YouTube Studio, the regular YouTube app.
Oh!
Yeah, see?
Okay.
Yeah.
Continue.
You used to be able to watch it in the YouTube Studio app, and then they stopped that. CIS says, probably one of the more creative genre parodies on the show. Didn't hit me quite as hard because I don't watch many of that style of documentary, but still a super fun episode. I love the whole North Hall section. It is very good. Patrick Hogan says, at the Vulture Cast reunion, Dan Harmon said this episode was originally conceived to save money, to have an episode mostly made up of still images to make up for other episodes that went over budget, but then they got a lot of ideas and ended up going over budget on this episode too. That sounds right.
Yeah.
McFine says Pillow Juggernaut is one of the best gags ever. It's a very good gag. And so, Sabine says, I tried watching this channel again, but I had to stop. So thanks for letting us know. I just looked here, but they said they have 10 comments on our channel.
What? Is it all complaining?
No, not all complaining. Yeah, it's not all complaining, so it's just very funny. But thank you.
It sounds like you gave us multiple chances, which I appreciate.
We appreciate that. You know what? You tried. It's not for you, so you left. I mean, we think we're great.
I feel like if you left 10 comments, that's like you liked us at some point.
You liked something.
I'm confused, but thank you.
But thank you. You're very polite about it, and then you did give a second chance, and we're like, that's not my thing, and then left. So thank you for not being a jerk.
Yeah,
we do appreciate that. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a great day. Those are all the comments I got. We'll have at least 10 videos worth of 8 videos worth of comments for the live stream. So if you never heard your comment read before, hang tight.
We'll do it on the live
there.
stream.
We'll get there on the live stream.
Next show.
All right, guys, it is time
That nobody guessed.
It is nobody figured it out, and I definitely didn't say it on any of the Patreon streams.
Did you? I don't even remember.
It was briefly discussed. I'm not super, but I think I was a little more open on it there. But for the next show after the live stream, I will have the power back. It will be all mine. You will have to cower at my enormous magnitude. Anyway,
pop.
So the next series that we're doing is
この想いを消してしまうにはまだ人生長いでしょうやり残してることをやり直してみたいから夢の続き追いかけていたはずなのに曲がりくねった細い道人につまずく
Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist.
Which is an anime.
It's an anime. We're going back to animated shows. We're going back to anime. So we got Dara's toe dipped in a little bit into the sea, to the cesspool of anime. But now we're going to watch probably one of the most solid anime of all time. It's a really good one.
It's
one of my favorites.
about a school for alchemists.
Oh, honey. Well, yeah, Dara, sure. They go to school.
There's mecha suits.
Yep.
And there's immortals when they get their finger chopped off, it comes back on.
I think we watched that one before.
Oh. Can we make up funny names for stuff?
We can absolutely make up funny names for stuff. It's gonna be a good time. And
like one of the things with Bakano was just like calling people by their names that they weren't, or like the gangs of like the rigatonis and the
yeah. That was great, guys. If you didn't watch our Bakano stuff, like we had some good gags in there. Like it was a weird series, but we had good gags.
The Genovians.
I had some great photoshops in that one. I found some of my Photoshop files the other day, and I was like, "Oh, this was fun. I had a good time."
I think I just because like I forgot everybody's names. I was just like calling them like there was like
there's a lot of characters and it goes by really fast. So
yeah,
are there a lot of characters in Fullmetal Alchemist? Yes, I think they'll be a little easier to follow. Yes, but
is there any that I can call Harry Potter? But like alchemy is like potion making, sort of. Or like making like
alchemy is it kind of takes on its own thing in this show. So,
but that's like the general term for alchemy, right?
It's more of like alchemy is the process of taking one thing and making it into something else.
Right.
So a lot of the time that's used in like a potion way because it's just like you're making ingredients to do thing. This it's used differently and more of like taking something and then being like pow, and then it's something else. So there's less liquid involved.
So like you make a thing and then you fight.
Sometimes there's fighting.
I'm confused.
Yay.
I literally have no idea what's going to happen.
It's a really fun show, and everyone is happy, and nothing bad ever happens.
Well, that's a lie.
Anyway.
I'm assuming also, actually, I don't know the rating for this anime. Is there murder? Is there moida?
Maybe.
Is there a lot of blood?
Like a reasonable amount.
That's fine.
For an anime.
Alright, so Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist.
What was I about to say that I thought it was earlier? My Hero Academia.
You thought it was My Hero Academia.
I got the anime part right.
You got the fact that it was anime, yeah. And My Hero Academia is a real anime. So.
Yeah, so like depending on like when these episodes come out, we might start Full Metal Alchemist by like the end of the year or like maybe the beginning of next year.
I'm assuming at this point we're not going to get there till the beginning of next year. Or there might be a little bit of a
the thing is, the holidays are coming up.
Yeah.
But then we might also want to talk like on the live stream, but like what we're doing stuff with Patreon because we're trying to get back into like doing more stuff for that.
Yeah.
But basically, like the plan is like we're gonna get all the rest of the community episodes out. We'll do a live stream. We'll probably take like, and then if all that lands around the holidays, they're probably just gonna wait till the end because
I'm gonna need a nap.
Holidays, my dudes.
Yeah. Have fun.
We're still gonna have Patreon live streams and
Merry,
then
happy.
and our holiday live stream will be for everybody.
Yes.
We got to figure out what we're doing for that too.
We're gonna figure that out.
Halloween first.
Woo!
So thank you so much for watching this half of Community with us. It was a lot. I think we had fun.
We had a great time. I had a great time.
You laughed a lot these seasons.
I laugh or I cry, so I might as well laugh.
You cried sometimes.
Yes, I cried laughing. I laughed while crying.
Or adults.
I experienced emotions. Anyway.
So thank you so much for watching. Like I said before, so we're finishing Community here for now. We're gonna watch Full Metal Alchemist, either half of it or all of it. I don't know how that setup is yet. And then we're gonna go back and watch everybody's favorite season of Community, season 4.
Oh, also wait, before anybody gets asked in the comments, it's gonna be mainly Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So done. I know you already typed it. You already sent it. Now reply to that comment and be like, "Oh, sorry, Cailin. Now I listened to the end. I know that you're doing Brotherhood and not the original series. We'll talk more about it." But sorry, I had to put that out there.
We're not. Wait, are we not doing both? Or we're not doing.
We're gonna do primarily the second one. We might do some blending in there.
Okay,
but yeah.
And then after we finish that, we're gonna go to everybody's favorite season of Community, season 4.
I've heard it's great. I've heard it's awesome. I'm so excited.
I don't want to be honest with my thoughts on this season right now, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah,
also, like, if people want to know, like, how come we didn't talk much about, like, that whole controversy about what happened in season 4, we're probably going to get into that on the live stream.
Yeah.
Because, like, I didn't do enough research.
Yeah. It's all good.
It seems really complicated.
Yay.
But thank you again, and we really appreciate everybody. Remember, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I'll get better with TikTok, I promise. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Gmail, Patreon, rate, review, subscribe, like, comment, share, email, give us money. Email us your questions if you can't make it to the live stream, please.
Yeah,
and thank you.
let us know.
So for section for next, I'm Dara Whitman.
I'm King Blither. Peace.
Give me some more time in the dream. Give me the hope to run out of sleep. Somebody say it could be here. It could be both. Never tired of getting here. I can't count the reasons I should stay. One by one, they all just fade away. Blind justice presiding. Oh my God. Oh, one more recess. I hit the corner, right on a fresh tattoo.
What's the tattoo?